Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is a beautiful day in the small town of Hendrick. We are going to continue on with developing this town, specifically the rural areas, but I also wanted to do a few things in town. And one of the things that I wanted to do was upgrade the main drag here. Because I think in a lot of towns, while they may start out as dirt roads, eventually the main streets are going to be upgraded to concrete. So we are going to upgrade the couple roads that are around this business district, and we'll leave the residential ones as gravel roads for the time being, but I think these ones could use a concrete upgrade. There we go. So we've got our core now all settled out there. We've got a lot of residential development that's happened in the city. People have moved in, and I still haven't gotten some out in the most remote areas just yet. But I saw this corner here and I thought to myself, what does every small town have? Aside from a general store run by usually an Asian couple. They have a baseball stadium. Not a stadium, but a park. Baseball park. I downloaded one. Let's see if I can find the thing now. I've got a whole bunch of new assets that I downloaded for the farm stuff, so just bear with me. Is this the one here? There we go. It might be a little bit fancy for a small town. Let's see if it fits the aesthetic. I have another one. We could try that one if I can find it. Let's see here. Might not have a thumbnail, so let's go back through the white box ones. Baseball field. This is the other one. This is much more small town-esque, although it's made of some very strange assets. I like the little billboard things in the back serving as the fence. A lot of times you see that in the small towns. I don't quite like how the dugouts were done. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled with it, but it is a good try anyway. I appreciate the effort the author went through. But this one I think works much better. It did dig out the landscape a little bit there, which is quite odd. Very odd. I guess that adds a little bit of interest, but yeah, it did definitely dig that out. Anyhow, that's the addition we'll make there. I wanted to go and check out this area, and I wish we could get some people moving in over here. We do have some of the zoning done, but I do want to continue on with the development of this quasi-farming area. These are going to be the types of farms that they're not big industrial farms, they're mom and pop operations. And I got some assets to put. Now, I got to try to remember where this is because we don't have a house there yet. So right about, okay, just past this tree. So we don't want to go over our zoning right now. Let's grab some fields here and just see what we've got. So we've got one planting field. That looks kind of neat. But we do have a bunch more that I'm going to show you. We've got this big one here. And it's a little tough to place because it doesn't like the slope. You know, we could put the house on the other side. Let's just see how that looks. Kind of neat. And what I was thinking of doing is, because we have to have these by roads all the time, is we could simply keep the road going inside the farm itself. Oops, I went a little far there. And then we can continue placing. Oop, that's the wrong road. We can continue placing as we go, so that it looks a little bit bigger. Let's see. We'll grab one of the other farms here. 8x6 gravel. Will that go on there? Perhaps not. Slope too steep. This area is a little slopey. Let's try it on this other side. We'll just continue this road out slightly so we can get this to come down. Actually, we won't have to do that. We'll just put it side by side. Yeah, let's try that one again. Try a couple beside one another. So once you've got a house on there, or nearby, it should look pretty good. Why don't we put the house in here? That's a neat place for the house. Let's do only a 3x3. And then maybe we'll do a little 2x2 as well. apparently you can still zone on those. That's kind of neat too. So let's see if you can do that. Nope, I guess you can't. These things interact with the game a little strangely, so you never know what you're gonna get when you download this type of stuff. Let's keep this road going just a little bit, and I wanna have a couple more farms off of here, and this is getting into the farms that would be grid style. So we kind of had the little acreage ones that are on the curvy grid, but farms were typically very squared off because they sectioned off the farms by the quarter section, and that's how you had your farm. You just had a straight quarter section of grid roads, and then your neighbor had a straight quarter section of grid roads as well. So I don't know how big to represent a quarter section of farmland in the game, but we'll try to guess a little bit. I'm thinking that's kind of a fair estimate, because let's see if we can put one of those big parks this lengthwise. Almost perfect. I wouldn't mind having that exact. Then again, we can do a row of trees, and I got a really cool asset for this. In fact, I'm gonna plop a couple farm plots down here, and then we're gonna try out that that asset that I got. Let's put one of those there. What's this one? Tree farm. Ooh, that is really tiny. Let's maybe throw a few side by each and see how that looks. That's kind of cool. If we put a gravel road in here. I also downloaded one that looked fairly yellow, and I want to see if I can find that one, because that'll be a nice contrast to the rest of them. Let's see if I can find it. It was a different type of asset, and I wonder if they stuck it in one of these things, because there was another mod author that did these as pipes. They're like above ground pipes so that they fit a little bit better and you don't have to put them by a road. I figured maybe they would have done it in there, but it doesn't look like they did. So let's check the park again. What's this? That is a stock one. Here's the asset that I wanted to show you. These are ploppable fences. So we've got this little space here, and I believe you can rotate these. Yes, you can. So we'll try to get it as straight as we can. How close to the road can I put this? Let's try right there. Be very careful with the alignment here. With all these grid markings, it's kind of hard. Whoops. Straighten that back out. Intense concentration, people. Come on, turn. Gotta turn it back just a touch. We'll do one more and then we'll turn the corner. I'm a little close to the road there, apparently. And I can't do that way. I wonder if I can spin it. Oh, shucks, you can't do a corner. I have a second one. Let's try this one. Nope, that's going to clash as well. Okay, so what we're going to do... No, we can't do that. I was thinking of putting like a second layer just to kind of fake it. But we might not be able to do that either. What we may have to do is not come quite so close to the road. Let's try this. And see if we can butt it up slightly close. It's kind of a little wonky looking on that corner. Okay, how does that look? Not good. The fence looks cool, but the corner doesn't look great. Yeah, I mean, it's a broken, looks like a broken fence, which is kind of realistic, I guess. Let's just redo this, because I don't quite like the way that went down, so let's grab it and come from this side. Okay, well we could leave a little opening. I guess that's not horrible. The other thing, if we can get close enough, is kind of make like a little... No, I guess we can't do that either. Oh well, that's kind of cool, I guess. It's kind of a neat feature, the fences, because farms do have those kind of things. The other thing to make farms look, you know, fairly realistic is to plop a bunch of trees on the edges of the property. And you'll see that in a lot of homesteaded farms, because they used to provide windbreaks for housing and windbreaks so that your seeding didn't blow away. So you do often find fields that are very lined with trees along the edges, very much like that, and even along the roadsides. So like in here, for example, they would have a line of trees that would border the road. Again, so the wind doesn't blow away your seeds. You don't exactly want to lose a crop right off of seeding. So let's borderline a road here and see how it looks. I wouldn't trouble you guys with making you watch me plant every one of these trees by hand, but let's just do a little bit here and we'll see how it looks. And if we like it, I'll do the effects off camera. And you know what? I think we want to try to put a fence there too. So let's not put the tree... Let's get a fence going on here. I really like the way that those look. Let's get the brown fence, brown wooden fence. Try to get that close to the road. Okay, I gotta zoom in on this because this is touchy work. Funny that you can put them kind of on the ends like this, but to turn the corner, okay, so if we want to turn this, then it won't butt up. You have to leave a bit of a gap, unfortunately. It's so close to making it, like just a little bit more would have done it. Oh, we were so close there. Like, what does that look like? Let's get right down there and have a look. That's as close as you're gonna get. I mean, it looks pretty good going this way, right? But as soon as you get to that corner, it's kind of doesn't work very well. That's okay, I guess. I mean, it's for the effect anyway. We're not going to be getting down that close to look at things. We're curving back in a little bit here, so I'm gonna have to change the direction of that fence. Whoops, wrong one. So let's curve it back out just a touch, so that we can come back toward the road. I might do a little bit more. There we go. These things are never straight anyway. I mean, you drive down a highway in a rural province, and these are typically made out of barbed wire with posts, and they're dilapidated. They're always very, very dilapidated and crooked, and posts are falling over and all sorts of things. So I'm not too worried about making this look perfect, because they never are. They were made out of scrap wood, scrap logs, scrap barbed wire, and they served their purpose to, you know, keep animals in or people out, whatever they wanted to do, and that was enough. That kind of went onto the road there. Let's get rid of that one. Let's see how that looks. I bet it looks really cool. Yes, I love the look of that. Love it, love it, love it. So our house, where's our house on this one? We don't have one, so I think we put it in here just a little bit, like maybe right in here. And what's going on there? I want to do like a 3x3. I think that'll look good. Maybe even a 2x2, but we'll see how that comes out. And the one little thing I wanted to do here was just put the gate kind of just a little bit inward. So we'll see how best we can get it to fit in there. I'm unfortunately having a bit of trouble. I wouldn't mind having it look like a gate is open. Just kind of like, you know, as close as we can get. How does that look? Does that look like a gate? Let's get down there and have a look. Yeah, it does. You know, it's too bad that we can't get it to butt up, because that would look really, really neat. Whoop, what's going on here? My mouse is going crazy. I had a mouse issue last time. I think it's because my CPU is being just hammered right now by the game. For I don't know what reason, because there's really not a lot going on the screen. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I can't have to delete a tree. Okay, good, we got it. So we may not do the gates. I don't know. Let's try this other side here, and we'll just see if we can get it to look half decent. And if not, then no worries. It looks pretty cool already. I guess we can't put them where the trees are. We'd have to take the trees out for the time being and border that down. I think I like it the way that it is. That's fine. It does create the appearance of a gate, and that looks really cool. I wish we could get a end piece, like a post there. Oh, we got a house. Not exactly much of a farmhouse, but not bad either way. Let's grab this guy some water and electricity. And on farms typically the power lines run along the roadside. So let's we do have some here. Let's traverse this across the way, and then we'll put it along the road. Let's put it on, we'll do like a crossover here, and then we'll put it right alongside this road. And because these are considered parks, they pick up the electricity. I don't like the way that this is not quite properly snapping. Oh well. I wanted to get it as close to the road as possible, but it keeps wanting to snap down this way. How does that look from above? That looks pretty cool. I think what we're going to do, we'll finish this guy off like I intended with the tree lining. And maybe we'll do another fence as well. You know what? Before we do the trees, let's grab the fence and we'll put that in there. So starting from this corner. Sorry, this takes a lot of concentration to get these straight. It's really odd. This is like when I do zoning in the city as well. I tend to quiet down because I'm concentrating on placement so much. But I want this to look as good as possible. And let's curve that a little bit back. That's a little bit too much. I wonder if there's a limit to how many of these assets I can put in the game. That looks really, really, really good. I'm super happy with that. Some of them are a little off, but that's fine. Never notice. We're going to tree line the edge of this anyway. So let's grab our tree that we've been using, and we'll tree line the edge. And we'll get this one done, and then that farm site is kind of complete. I still want to find that yellow patch that I downloaded. I don't know where it is. We did look in the proper asset area and it wasn't there, so I might have to check and see where the mod author put it, because I didn't see it in the parks, that's for sure. Okay, let's have a look. Wow, why is there so many seagulls out here? Is it because of these fences? Are they some sort of strange type of park that attracts seagulls? This is like the birds, guys. Is Hitchcock around here somewhere? Look at this. Ridiculous. What's going on? Wow, I don't understand this. It's gotta be the fences, right? Gotta be the fences. Well, that's kind of annoying. I mean, when I zoom in here, all I can hear is seagulls. I've never seen that before. I don't know what to make of that at all. Can I place trees around here? I guess I can. So we'll do the same tree lining along this road as well. And I don't know if I want to place any more of these fences if it's going to attract all these seagulls. Definitely not an intended result. Anyway, I'm going to chuck a cut in here, guys, and I'm going to fill in some of this area just so you see kind of what I'm going for. And I think what I'm going to do is put out a tutorial video on using or how to build farms and kind of what assets you want to download to make your farms look realistic. So I'm going to be right back, guys, and I'm going to finish off just this small area in here just so you can see what the effect I'm going for. Okay, be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. I finished off the other one here, and unfortunately when I was placing the fence down, I ran into the house over here and it bulldozed it. So it did look cool when when the mayor of the city didn't kick this person out of their house and demolish it, but I'm hoping they'll be back soon enough. So you'll see kind of what we're going for, you know, the tree-lined roads, the fence-lined roads, a little bit of home gardening and some bigger fields in the back. These seagulls are driving me absolutely nuts right now. So I want to post on the mod authors workshop thing and see if this is from the fences. I'd imagine it is. I don't know where else it would be coming from. But man, seagulls galore. Seagulls galore. Not what I was expecting. We're going to continue this throughout this area. Tree lining and putting fields down and fences and that sort of thing. And we haven't got anybody moving into these hamlet areas yet. Do we have water and stuff for those? Yeah, we do. Curious as to why that is, because we do have a slight amount of residential demand, but perhaps it's being met in the main city and not out here. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm definitely going to do a tutorial on how to set these up a little bit more, and I'm going to work on my technique a little bit and get this refined and kind of down to a process. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I always appreciate bringing new people into the community. For today, guys, I think that's going to be it. So until next time, bye-bye.